Well, first little breathing test. It's not that great at the moment. It seems like I can do it. Having now uploaded apparently 90-odd videos, I must admit, I'm not entirely sure what I've said before and what I haven't. But I am of course reminded that today is Ash Wednesday. Although the date is different as it differs in different years. Ash Wednesday was the day Fiona was murdered. Fiona Green. And I know I've said these things before as well. On the night before, which was Shrove Tuesday, I'd attended my first meeting of a group, very originally known as the Tuesday Group. It was a lesbian social group. And we'd been for a meal in Commercial Road, Southampton. I think it was an Italian place there. Doesn't really matter. It was my first meeting of this group, and I had told my father I was going. Now, my father was a Nazi, and does it go without saying that he was homophobic, for want of a better word. And it had got to the point when he would say to me, if I said I was going out, he would say, and I would say I was going out with friends, he would say, bent or straight, and I would say bent. But that was the first social, and extremely memorable for that reason. A very pleasant evening, very pleasant people, and one woman gave me a lift home along with her telephone number and a promise to see me down the line, and we'd have a few beers. Actually, that transpired 9 days later, except that I passed on the beers. And not that it matters, nothing more than friendship ever came of it, really. The point is that on the evening of the night on which Fiona Green was killed, I had broken my father's rules and let him know that I was breaking them. Now, my brother says that my father knew he had terminal cancer. I've said this before. Neither my daughter nor I knew, and we were in a better position to know, much closer to. However, if I accept that, he knew he was dying. Do I need to find out a little bit more about his branch of the Satanic religion? I've mentioned the word sacrifice before, human sacrifice, the phrase human sacrifice. Could that have been part of transit to the next world? This, I think, has come up recently. But also on my mind, as always, with these deaths, is was there a little bonus there? Was my father saying, cross me and people will die? It's entirely possible. This I have said before, I know, because I remember thinking at the time, my God, how incredibly selfish and insensitive that sounds. A 27-year-old woman died, and she was the daughter of my friend and honorary stepmother. And I confess, when my father phoned at approximately 7 in the morning, after my lovely introductory night, I was in a very happy mood, off to university as well, and where I'd been at that time for 4 months, and made straight friends there as well, so I had a whole new social circle. I was happier than I'd ever been, I think. I'm sorry, but I think it was a bonus for my father to destroy that happiness, given that he did it whenever he could. And the timing of the phone call and the reasons for the phone call, I've been over and over and over. But with each and every one of these, well, certainly the 2 deaths that he made a point of letting me know were deeply suspicious. You couldn't say they were out and out. You couldn't say definitely that was murder. But you would have had to be an idiot not to be deeply suspicious on both occasions. And I do wonder those two things. One, was there the added bonus that it would wreck any happiness I had, which he always did, I have to say. To the point, by the time I was 16, I didn't think there was a point in trying to be happy. I did get over that, but yeah. Anyway, no time waffling. Sorry. And I've already been over all the satanic aspects. Ash Wednesday, the 666s, the birth and the death, the crucifix, the everything. But I also really must do my homework. Just been reading about this Morlock character who was Jewish, not satanic. I do realise that some people on the left wouldn't differentiate at this point in time. That, of course, was sacrifice of firstborns, and Fiona was a firstborn. But was there not some religion, if not Satanism and some other, in which people on the point of death would be sure to take somebody with them, I don't know, as a companion for the next life, or to go on ahead? I have no idea. Still thinking about it, obviously, and not sure whether to upload this. It's a long one.